In the last video, you already learned about the fundamental completing the square technique and the importance of the factor tool in the completing the square. In this one, I will tell you more about the advanced technique. You will have the form of expression like x squared plus 2x and multiply 3 here. This only. And about the completing the square, you need at least 3 terms. The first term is a squared, the second one is 2ab, and the last one you got b squared here. And from here in this one, you understand about the corresponding position. A square here will be corresponding with a square in this one, and here is x is mean here is a, and after that you figure out b equal to 3. B equal to 3. So for completing the square, I need the third term. I need one more term. It have to be b squared. It have to be b squared, but you can see that in the original expression you got no plus 3 square. I mean, when I have add 3 square here, at the same time I have to take subtraction b square, 3 square, sorry, 3 square. And you can see in this one, 3 square minus 3 square equal to 0. Equal to 0. So from the original and for the new one, it is unchanged, but I have my completing the square form. And after this writing, you can see that x squared plus 2x multiplied 3 and plus 3 square here. It is a form of the perfect square. Simplify this, you got x plus 3 square like here. And the rest of the expression will be minus 3 square in this one. That's why you got the new form, or the finest form is x plus 3 square and minus 9 here. That's the same thing with this one. After 3 terms expression, you got perfect square. A plus b and square outside for this one. Okay. That is the first example about completing the square with the basic form. The second one, you got x squared plus 2 multiply x and plus 4 and multiply 4 here. And now for this writing, I have the factor 2 here. And then you got x and the next number is 4. This means in the video, in the last term, I need plus 4 square. But for this one, I have no 4 square. Add 4 square here is mean at the same time I have to minus 4 square. But after this one, I got 3 term expression at the beginning, and then I can simplify it using the completing the square. It have the perfect square form of x plus 4 and square outside. Outside the bracket, you got minus 4 square in this one, and simplify this, you got here is square and minus 16 in here. Minus 16 here. Okay, so from the black become 2 here, you finish completing the square techniques for this question. The next 2 example you got in the slide here, x squared plus 2 multiply x and multiply 7. So in the next slide, I understand about the second number is 7. It means plus 7 square here, and at the same time you have to minus 7 square. And 7 square minus 7 square equal to 0 is mean I unchange anything the value of this expression. But after this writing, I have the first 3 terms with completing the square by x plus 7 perfect square here and minus square outside this bracket. And simplify it one more time. Minus 49 will be set up in here. Okay, that is the first one. And the next one, you got x squared plus 2x multiply 8. x squared in here minus x squared here. And the first 3 terms will make the perfect square. X plus 8 and square minus 64. Minus 64. Okay. That is the way how can you work with the integer number. And how about fraction? The fraction, you got the same thing. You got the same idea. Example, I'm got plus 2 multiply x multiply 3 over 4 like here. Yeah, and for this writing, I understand that the first number will be x and the second number will be 3 over 4. So x squared plus 2 multiply x multiply 3 over 4 and plus 3 over 4 and square outside. You got problem in here if you have writing in this one because it is a fraction, and about the square here it have to be square for all numerator and denominator. It means you have to put 3 over 4 inside the bracket, and after that minus 3 over 4 inside the bracket and square outside in here. So and first three terms you got x plus 3 over 4 and square outside minus 3 over 4 and square in here. This means x plus 3 over 4 and then you got square minus 9 over 16. Minus 9 over 16. Okay. The first example about fractional number. And the next one, you got y squared plus 2 multiply y multiply 5 over 2 here. How can you work with this one? Y squared, it means the first number will be y. And for this writing, I understand about the second number plus 5 over 2 inside the bracket and square outside. Minus 5 over 2 square in here. And then the first three terms, this one combined with this equal to perfect square of y plus 5 over 2 and then square outside minus 5 over 2 square here. So y plus 5 over 2 square minus 25 over 4. Minus 25 over 4. Okay, we finish this question. And the same idea with subtraction. Same idea with subtraction. Example, I've got x squared minus 2 multiply x multiply 9 and x squared minus 2 multiply x multiply 1 over 2. The same technique. Example, x squared minus 2 multiply x multiply 9. I understand about the second number, that is 9, and then plus 9 square at the same time minus 9 square. I don't need bracket in here because it is an integer number. It is right out here is square and you will have no misunderstanding about this one. And the first three terms can be combined to perfect square. You got x minus 9 and then you got square and minus 9 square here. The next one, x minus 9 square and minus 81. And about the here, you got x squared minus 2x and multiply 1 over 2. The second number will be fractional number 1 over 2. Plus 1 over 2, because this one in the fractional form, I have to put it inside the bracket and square outside, and at the same time, minus 1 over 2 square in here. The first three terms will complete the perfect square, x minus 1 over 2 square outside and minus 1 over 2 in here. This means x minus 1 over 2 and square here minus 1 over 4. Minus 1 over 4. Okay, that is the first two examples about subtraction perfect square. And the next one and will be the last example about this video. Y squared minus 2y multiply 10. And the second number will be 10. 2 times y times 10 plus 10 square minus 10 square. And then y minus 10 square and minus 100 outside this bracket. And the second number in this one is 3 over 5. It means the next term of this expression will be 3 over 5 inside the bracket square. After that, immediately minus 3 over 5 and square in this one. And y minus 3 over 5 inside the bracket square in here with minus 3 over 5 and square outside. Yeah, that's it. We finish this one, and I hope you understand about very basic fundamental completing the square technique.